And you know, shout out Larussell and congratulations to him. Because if you like it, I love it, right? Now, with that being said, a lot of people do feel like Larussell then sold out or sold his soul, this, that, and the third. You know, new levels, new devils. And you know, everybody be talking, and it is kind of a tricky time, him being involved with the Epstein shit, this, that, and the third. It's just, it be a lot, right, surrounding Jay-Z. But the little laugh, that little chuckle they tried to do, like try to laugh that shit off like it's just something lighthearted. No, it's serious, bro. No, he not hot. Because if that was the case, he wouldn't have tried to call for the meeting in the first place. You asked to holler at me, or you know what I'm saying? It's a meeting of the minds. Or of course, you more knowledgeable, this, that, and the third. But you want to holler at me about something. It ain't no big me's little U's, bro. As far as the answer he gave his moms, right? You know about it being conspiracy videos and this, that, and the third about Jay and him saying, "Oh, it could be me one day." And shit. I just don't like when people try to act like you know it is a thing and you know and it seems to be only in our community where they think you can only have success if you sold your soul, this, that, and the third. Now, with that being said, it ain't like people just coming up with the shit they coming up with out of thin air, right? You know what I'm saying? It ain't just all conspiratorial. They're trying to write them off like it's some. Let's get into this Diddy shit though, bro.
I went to Diddy crib a couple years back. He invited me to the house. And after I left, I text Charlamagne and God, and I was like, Diddy need help. And I went on a long ass walk because it just like bothered me. And I was telling my daughter's mom, I'm like, man, it's like seeing a superhero with their cape off. Like he's sick and he don't have no one around him that care enough to help him because they all benefit from him being him. You know, like when you a Diddy, like when I first walked in, there was a nigga like, man, it was my dream to be an intern for Dan. And I was like, yeah, he never gonna like tell him the truth, you know? And we was in there and he had asked me, he wanted me to write for him. And he played me like a record. And he's like, what you think? And
I just can't get over the fact he say it's like seeing a superhero with your cape off. That's because people be looking to these people, bro, like they just not regular people, bro. Ain't no, I don't know who the think they is. I ain't about to do, nigga. It ain't nobody in the industry I'm excited about meeting, bro. You know what I'm talking about?
I was like, I don't love it. And the room was like, and I was like, I knew then, like, oh.
What kind of room
I asked
you was
him, I
in?
said, you don't hear that a lot, huh? But it's like everybody around him was complicit. No one wants to tell him the truth and be honest with him. And that's something that I felt and sensed while I was there. And I could just see, like, it was just a dis-ease and an energy in a space. Like, he wanted to be cool, but he just couldn't. Like, it's just like, you know, when you living with all that on you. And we had a little moment, like, we was walking to the studio, and it was just kind of me and him. And I was like, man, you've accomplished everything. What do you want? And he looked at me, and he was like, man, I just want to be able to breathe. And I was like, damn. Like, I felt that. Like, I resonated with it because I've had moments in my journey where, like, that's how I felt. And I was just like, damn. Like, it fucked me up leaving because I'm like, he gonna crash. Like, I could feel it.
You know, it's like certain people, they put their work in, right? And they, you know, do whatever they do. They ambitious and they got goals and they achieve those goals, right? This, that, and the third. Only for when they get to a certain level, they start complaining and bitching and acting. You act for this shit. Just like with Kai and them. Like, oh, the streaming and mental health, it take a toll on you, bro. Nobody asked your ass to put on a camera and get in front of the camera. Get in front of the camera and do you crying and you want sympathy from who I understand it could be demanded at times, but at the same time, you asked for this shit.
You know, you could feel when somebody's just like not okay, and he didn't have nobody around him that. Like, I got niggas around me who would be like, bro, you wrong, you know? And that hasn't always been the situation, but I'm now in a position where it's like, I can only go so far down the wrong path before somebody stop me. He didn't have that. You feel me? Like, and just me saying I don't love this record showed that, like, bro, y'all can't even be honest about something as simple as this. Y'all never gonna tell them, hey, bro, you gotta slow down on that. You feel me? Like, and that's vital and important, but I seen it early, you know? And it's funny because literally after that, I had made an album called 8 Hours in Brooklyn, and I wrote a song called Diddy Did It. Back then, this is years ago. And, like, not even, you know, just because I left there and I was like, I remember I was like, whatever they say this nigga did, he did. You know, like,
So this what we gonna do, bro. We gonna let's look at when they first met each other and try to get some vibes. This, that, and the third.
Again, I really salute you, like, cause you for us represent that next wave of people who gonna like show people the way, and that shit is important for us.
Now, you know, like I say, bro, a lot of people feel like Larussell then sold out. This, that, and the third. I feel like he explained it well on the Breakfast Club, and I think the timing of certain things, right? I feel like it's a lot surrounding Jay, but it's always kind of been. That's why, like, I kind of like the explanation he gave his mom's, like, when you, cause he getting to see him as people. People just see him as Diddy or as Jay, and they look at him like superheroes and shit like that. But when you look at him like people, you know, it give you more insight, and it kind of like take away from that from the bullshit. You feel me? The conspiracies and this, that, and the third. Feel me? Now, you know, it's I could understand people's frustrations though. Like with Larussell, they like, hold on, bro. You preach this indie shit, this, that, and the third, out the trunk, this, that, and the third, backyard party, then only for you to go into business with the same with the man. Basically, they looking at Jay-Z as like a spokesman for the man, right? When you know shit, they running the billing, bro. Everybody, I don't know what niggas want, bro. Yeah, I can understand somebody who knows who's running this shit, and they trying to work with that or whatever the case is. But all this fake fight the power shit, it do get old because first off, you know, everybody can't get on the same page for one. For two, it just be like, it just be kind of like, I don't know, bro. But I understand the people's frustrations. I understand Larussell wanting to get to another level in this shit. You get what I'm saying? Now, and like I say, it as far as the conspiratorials, like I can understand like certain things not being proven and that being in the conspiratorial column, right? People know it be some tricky shit going on, or they assume it be some tricky shit going on in the industry, and they look at these people weird, bro, because you know it be weird shit going on. I don't know, fool. You feel me? I will say I like how like when it be a lot of niggas fronting on the Bay or whatever the case is, it be top. It's who everybody else looking up to. Yeah, he come fuck the Bay. Feel me? Just be acting funny, and that's how it always be. When acting funny and it's a saucy nigga, real niggas is gonna fuck with him, no matter how much y'all try to, dim a nigga. I'm watching. What was that shit I was watching? No Jumper yesterday, right? And then the TF30, he talking about some, I don't know, he talking about jerking and some other shit. And it's just like certain niggas from LA or from Long Beach or where they from, right? They be trying to act like his, like niggas most of the time, it be who ain't never even played in the Bay. Feel me? Acting like nigga, and it be respect from the Bay. Don't be having no nigga. Don't be having nothing to be mad about. You feel me? Except for the little house shit be doing. But yeah, man, congratulations to Larussell on the Rock Nation venture. This, that, and the third. He said he's still virtually indie. Can't knock him if that's the case, right? I understand though, blood. Is it be a lot like surrounding like this shit? Like it be some spooky oogie shit. But you know what they say, bro? Scared money don't make no money. Facts.
And I was so proud that Chance the rapper never signed to Jay Z. I was so proud that Chance the rapper never signed to Rock Nation. When I first discovered LaRussell, I would tell people he's like a West Coast Chance. He's like a West Coast Chance. Bro, I'm so disappointed in this signing, bro. I am so disappointed in this signing. Maybe maybe it's my fault. Maybe I said LaRussell was a savior. Maybe I said he was, and this has nothing to do with Jay-Z being on the island. This has nothing to do with Jay-Z being on the island. We've literally known that Jay-Z dabbles with the left-handed sign for over 20 years. We've literally known that Jay-Z dabbles with the left-handed sign for over 20 years. I don't understand this one, bro. I don't understand this one, bro. Um, um, Peace to the Russell. You got it, bro.
Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that